welcome back to another video. And in this video we have a small little project inside, but let's first get some chores outside. David is already cutting some wood over there, but we are gonna go first and let out the babies. So let's go see that. I don't know, we're letting out chickens. I guess we could let them out for a bit. It is windy, so it's not like hawk scary, but it's also frozen-ish, so nothing much they can do. So let's go first and let those out. Good morning, Peppa! Oh, but careful! As you have seen from the past videos when we were working inside, this is their favorite bucket, and we have to make sure that it stays unfrozen, otherwise it will break. So, okay, it is liquidy, so they can come back and have a beautiful ice bath later. I cannot even look at them bathing in that, it just makes me so cold. Also, the reason I want to let the chickens out is so they can go under their house and dust bath. Hopefully that is not that frozen, so come on, TVs! I think they haven't been outside in like nearly a week actually. It's Gracie! Hi, Miss Gracie! What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in so long, Miss Gracie. Okay, well, they're like, are we getting food? What are we outside for? Okay, let's go check eggs. 4 eggs, that's pretty good. Thank you, TVs. I saw some chickens here. Where's the chickens? I literally saw a chicken. Zip, zip, zip. What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you all looking? Hi, Trixie. Hi, Sparky. Dorito! Dorito! Where's the chicken? I saw a chicken. There you are. Where did you go? Are you waiting for foodie? A lot of you have been wondering where the goats are and the chickens and all our animals, because you don't see them anymore in our main channel. But for those that didn't know, I have my own channel where you can see more about the animals, goats, gardening, preserving and cooking. It's called This Is Life, and it's gonna be linked down below, and that's where you see more about goaties. And yeah, now they're looking at David that is coming to feed them hay. Oh, you're so excited. Look at big boy, hoppity. Hoppity. She's like, food. Where's that marshmallow? Marshmallow? Trixie! And plus, David also has a channel. With bales that we still haven't posted, so we made our own bales that you need to edit and post as well.
Yeah, I will do it maybe today or tomorrow.
So make sure also to check David's channel below.
Sparky's not bullying her.
Excuse me, what are we all doing at the goats? Off you go, off you go. The fence is on. You want to become a chicken nugget? TV, let's go, TV. Why is everyone here? I like the leaves.
Yeah, under some wood, probably.
I bring this one around.
Some people were worried that we're putting the wood right against the stove, but this is a central heating boiler, which means all next to here is all water. Even this front door is insulated, doesn't get hot. So pretty much the wood is just nicely drying next to the water. We are taking away from our water heat, which goes to the radiators. But once the wood is warmed up to the room temperature, it doesn't really do that much. Like loss of heat for the stove, and the stove is ridiculously hot. The water is pumping out very quickly throughout the radiators. So this wood is drying nicely and there's no chance of catching fire, because some people are worried that the stove cannot have things against it, but this stove actually is meant to have a thing here with insulation, so it's actually meant to be insulated already, so it's meant to be kind of fully sealed away. So yeah, this stove is zero clearance in that sense. So let's now go to the mudroom and actually get started with what we want to achieve today, which is a little bunker that we have for the pump. So we want to insulate this bottom, which is meant for our pump, so it's kind of like a pump housing. Underneath, we specifically did it in the ground so it stays warm throughout the winter in case we're not heating this place. So it's fully in a protected kind of box. It's definitely pluses in here already without any heating.
No, this whole room, yeah, this whole room is pluses.
I just want to know what's down here, and then I realized that I can't really insulate because these this wood is all around that we hold the concrete in. We never moved it because we never did the final layer, which is like that high, so it's supposed to be nice and flat to finish and to tile it. But we changed our plans since this water is nice and all, but we need somehow to get this water to go all the way in. So we need to actually go through the concrete and smack through and actually go inside to be able to get the water to the bathroom and the kitchen. So we will have to do a lot of work before we can do a final layer on here. That's why we kind of abandoned it for now. So let's see, I'm gonna check with the thermal camera what's the temperature down there, because we might be able to just stack the paints for this year just as it is, and then next year once it's fully done and this wood is all removed, we insulate it, put the pump in here, and it's its own box for pump. For the paints, it is good to be kind of in the warmth. We don't want them to freeze, and so that's why we were kind of trying to get them in, because currently the barn is still warm temperature, but soon it's gonna be kind of cooling down, and might just freeze the paints. So try to get them in, protected, and not lose any paint.
So
let's
yeah,
check.
Our goal was to insulate it. So for now we're gonna put the pump up first, so we can put just the paints and lacks and spray cans and everything we have. Because every year we've been bringing them in and out. One year we had them in the basement,
but that wasn't the best idea because basement
moisture.
That last year was really wet, the basement. We're gonna show you how it is this year in another video.
Yeah.
But this year it wouldn't be a problem. But and they take up space unnecessarily. But last year was wet, so the paints, a lot of them, the cans rusted. And I had actually 2 spray cans that once I brought them over, they were fine in the basement. Once I brought them back to the barn in spring, they actually started leaking on me. I was like smelling paint all day, and then I saw that the paint can was leaking. I just tapped it, I guess. And it was so weak.
Rusted out.
Yeah. So let's just check what is downstairs. The temperature in here. It keeps seeing me as the heat source.
Maybe
I need to come out. Yeah. That wall there from the house coming, I guess that's our house foundation. It's 5 degrees coming in. There's 3 degrees, 3.6 degrees. The wall up to -1.
What?
There in the corner, yeah. There from the door as well, coming in -1.
Coming in -1?
Yeah.
I thought we have no minuses in here.
No, clearly it's the air probably is not minuses, but the walls themselves are
Cool down.
cold. Yeah.
And we don't have the
-1 there as
coldest
well.
winter yet.
No, it's actually right now. I think it's even warm outside, like
It's
plus.
like 1.
So that means that the foundation of this building and the walls are
Has-
holding more
yeah.
cold than it is actually outside or inside temperature. So that's why we need also to, as soon as possible, get a door in there as well. So let's see. Let's just maybe stack the paints in as it is, and I'm gonna keep an eye with this once in a while just to see that it's not getting minuses. But if it's 5 degrees down there, that's more than enough for us. We could, in theory, do maybe a foam lid on top. That would help quite a lot to keep the heat in there. Because yeah, at the very bottom right now is 4 degrees and 5 degrees on that wall there. So that's pretty good. It is
That's really
deep,
good, yeah.
like it is 1 meter underground, which is not the deepest, but it's enough to get the heat from the ground. That's probably also giving some heat in here, but very minimal, of course. More is coming in from our house. But I think it's good enough to put some paints in there, just so for this year, because otherwise we are gonna freeze them and we're gonna regret it. I want to actually go with the thermal camera and in the barn and let's check what temperature the paint buckets are on. I hope it doesn't say minus, like at least some pluses on the paint bucket. Pippa, you're probably 2 degrees only, I doubt it. -4 it says the ground is.
So here are all our, well, some of the paints.
Well, that's not looking too good.
Moment of truth.
-4.
No way. Have we messed it up already? You kept telling me that the barn is fine.
Yeah, every time I walk in with snow, it's wet, so...
Well, it hasn't snowed in a while. To be honest, in 3 weeks. You're still liquidy.
Yeah, that's just not gonna go away that quick. I'm not sure how accurate this is because currently we also have like in the pluses outside, it's melting the snow. And in here I have used paint a few days ago. I was
Actually,
painting
2
with,
days,
yeah,
yeah.
with white and it was perfectly fine. The paint dried, it was all good. It was not like gone bad.
And the stainer we used as well. Was all
Yeah,
good.
so let's just hurry up and get them in. Hopefully this thing is not extremely accurate because it also does bounce off and tells you different... It's not the most accurate maybe. But let's get them all in, rush them in before it is too late. Hopefully it's not already. Yeah, let's
We
just
always,
pray.
every year.
Every year we have this
year.
problem. We need our barn, our workshop fully rebuilt
Yeah.
so it stays pluses in here. And also so we can heat it up.
We always hope every winter
Yeah.
that the barn is going to be in a state where it's going to be fine for them.
Yeah,
so
where we
that's
can
why
insulate the barn or have an insulated
Yeah.
space for them. But yeah, that's harder to do
dream.
than it is to dream about. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get the
boxes.
baskets
Yeah.
and get all the paints in before it's too late. Every second counts.
What do you think, Pepper? Is it frozen? Plus, the reason why we did not bring them in earlier was because we thought that we're gonna make this one a temporary bathroom.
Yeah.
So we needed the space for sewage sake and for the toilet we wanted to put on top. So that's why we didn't bring them earlier. And we were actually, it has all days been pluses except of the night, like -1, -2.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So we
expect
hope-
it. I'm not so sure if it's showing correct
Yeah, I don't
temperatures.
think so.
Because it was telling me that Pippa is only 4.5 degrees. I don't know if you need to calibrate that thing with something, but...
Okay, let's just, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just putting them as they are. And then as David said, just put a foam on top.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
call
gonna be
it-
the best.
Call it it.
Yeah, let's get them in. Something you're filming, så att det är bra. Okay.
That's it?
That's it.
That's a lot of things.
Something like that.
Those you can put down. Oh yeah, there. Okay.
Then I can always get in here to get them out, because I don't feel like packing my standing place to a point where I can't get them. Just don't put anything on the pallet and we're fine. Kind of fits perfectly.
It's made for it.
It's not airtight, but
Somewhat tight.
it definitely will help to keep some of the heat in.
Hopefully.
So I guess that's pretty much it. We have brought the paints in, we have insulated. Kind of a, well, not the most productive day, but definitely was needed. And you got to see some other things that usually you don't get to see on this channel anymore. Yeah, we gotta get on and do this door. I feel like next thing might be the priority is this door, because we are letting all the nice house heat in here. And now that we're having windy days past week, it's just blowing right into the house. We have done the rubbers around the door, we have done all that, but that is just not enough to keep the heat, the cold from blowing in, because it's an old door, it's crooked and stuff. And as much as we try to fill it up with rubbers, it still blows air around, especially with the high pressure. So adding a second door, I think that's gonna solve a lot of things.
It was always the plan anyways to have two doors.
Yeah, of course. It is, these walls are cold because they're just pure brick, there's no air gap. Rest of the house is nice, but this part, like this corridor that we have here and the storage room, as you remember, insulated, those part of the house was never meant to be lived in and never meant to be warm. They were meant to be like cold rooms that are not minuses, but they're not also warm.
Like storage rooms, yeah.
Yeah, like storage, and smokery was not part to be a bathroom. There was no bathrooms when this house was built. So you would wash yourself in front of the fire with a little bowl.
Bucket, yeah.
So you would need a bathroom. So we have this kind of hallway that we're walking through and using the bathroom. So we want it to be warm, but the walls are freezing cold because there's no insulation on them. The brick draws the cold through very quickly. And some parts of the walls, I think it is down to like 0 degrees already, like the bottom corners and the tops, which is a big part. We don't have insulated foundation. We could do that as well, and that would help around the whole house and insulating the whole walls from outside. But that's gonna be it for this video. A lot of talking maybe, but it has to be done as well. And now the paints are nice and secure, so we don't lose them, because they do cost money, and it wouldn't be fun to lose them. We do need them for projects. You saw a lot of discounted labels on the paints. We do buy those, but they are really useful for projects where you don't really want to spend a lot on paint and just slap on some paint, just not look ugly like this room requires.
Yes.
It looks terrible. But yeah, we've been putting it aside as time has been going, because we need to do a lot of work in here still, so we don't really want to start finishing up the walls without having finished floors, and especially now we have to plan to jackhammer this out to put pipes. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Plus, one thing is good, we cleaned it up, so now when my mom comes, we have already one room cleaned up.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work. And I wanted to say that we do have to, when my mom comes, make a little sausage door thing for evenings, for the nights.
For maybe that door would mean more than this one.
For both.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
it's not gonna be fun for letting Kate out, because she
only goes out once in the
night, yeah.
evening. That's gonna be fine. Okay, that's it.